I'm gonna be honest with you guys, in the last 2 months or so, I haven't really been feeling it. I've been very much in a routine that has slowly been morphing its way into a rut, and for me, that's bad news. Not to say that routine is a bad thing, but for me, it's very, very easy for routine to turn into complacency. And when I'm complacent, I forget things. I forget about the people in my life. I start to question my relationships, but more importantly than all of that, I lose my fire. My channel and my whole life, actually, over the better part of the last year has been fueled by one main thing. Passion. About a year ago, I made a huge decision and took the first steps into getting myself out of a very dark place, and I began to feel again. I would find myself overwhelmed by certain songs to the point that I couldn't help but cry. I would pour my heart and soul into every single activity, but then I let myself get complacent, even after all that great stuff, and I slipped up. A couple weeks later, I went to VidCon, and again, that just sparked the flame. My life is a series of intense, passionate, creative work followed by brief complacency. I'm in one of those second things right now, and I have been for the better part of the last month or so. And normally I'm really good at diagnosing this sort of thing, figuring out what's wrong and what I have to do and then doing it, but this one has eluded me for some reason. That wasn't until last night. I had just finished streaming on YouNow, which is a thing I do every so often, and I get a tweet from my homegirl Ada, who is just one of the most dedicated viewers of my channel. She's awesome, and she tells me to go and watch Candace's live show. Candace is Hunan Penguin on YouTube. She's great, she's wonderful, one of my favorite people. So even though I'm a bit drained from doing my show, I go to hers, I start to comment in the chat, the usual drill on YouNow. But then she told this story. The story about a time that she talked to a group of people, and then afterwards she was approached by somebody who watches her channel, somebody who told her how much of an impact she had on her life. And as I listened to Candace tell the story about how this experience affected her, I started to feel something. I was feeling something that I hadn't felt in a while. I was feeling that fire. Every time this has happened to me before, the fire has been sparked by something within me, but this time it was different because it was sparked by an outside source. Her passion and her fire inspired me to get back out there and give it my all with this thing. She reminded me of why I love this, why this is so important to me, why, at the risk of sounding dramatic, I put my life on hold for this vlogging thing. So let me be the first to say that I'm excited, I'm pumped, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. So thanks there, Candace, thanks for doing that for me. You didn't even probably realize that you did anything for me, but you did something big for me, girl. Thank you. She helped me get my fire back. It's a nice change, a needed change, so thank you so much. Her link is in the description, by the way, if you want to go check her out. She's great. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday. So this Wednesday, I'm getting my wisdom teeth out, so I might film something afterwards, because I'm going to be all silly and loopy, that sort of deal. I might do that. Who knows what'll happen? It really depends on how hilarious I'm feeling. So, that's up in the air. But yeah, I will see you guys on Friday. I love you guys a lot. You're great people, each and every one of you. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. Woo!